Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are happy and safe at home. So today we will see the second unit supplementary. Understand? So I just want to read out the supplementary topic for you and the characters. Unit 2 supplementary, the red-headed league. The characters and their job and their descriptions I had written on the board for you. So when I read this to you, as I explain the lesson, the supplementary, it will be easy for you to grasp, or it will be easy for you to identify and just get accomplished or just get along with the lesson. It will be easy for you. So here Sherlock Holmes is a famous detective and he is clever. Next, Dr. Watson, he is a doctor, his job is a doctor. He is friend of Sherlock Holmes. Next, Mr. Jabez Wilson is a shopkeeper. His hair color is red in color, red haired. Fourth one, Vincent Spaulding is a thief, and there's another name for him, John Clay, and his job is assistant at the shop. Okay, he is assisting whose shop? Pawn shop of Jabez. Duncan Ross, he is the head of the league, and is the Spaulding's accomplice. That means the one who does the they steal, they do robbery. For all this, he is like an assistant, you can say. Next, we find Mr. Jones is a detective. He has many people with him and he is from Scotland Yard. So we find two detectives, understand? One is Sherlock Holmes and the other one is Jones. Okay, we will just get into the lesson now. I will read and along with me you will have your textbooks or the printout. You can just see your textbook. As I explain to you, you will understand. So okay, I will start reading now. Dr. Watson visits the apartment of his friend Sherlock Holmes. He finds Detective Holmes talking to a client with bright red hair, Mr. Jabez Wilson. Holmes asked Mr. Watson to hear the unusual story of the client. So here we find Dr. Watson, he visits his friend. Sherlock Holmes is a famous detective. He visits his apartment. Sherlock Holmes lives in an apartment, so he goes there. So when he goes there, there is a client, or the one client means the one who gives a job. So of a detective job, he is giving it to Sherlock Holmes. So here we find Mr. Jabez, how he is. He has a bright red hair color. His hair is red in color. Now Holmes asked Mr. Watson to hear. Now Dr. Watson and Sherlock, as I said, they are very good friends. So he says, Sherlock Holmes says, my dear friend, you just listen to the unusual story, what the client is saying now. You just listen. So here he listens. Wilson says that he runs a pawn shop. Wilson, Jabez Wilson says he runs a pawn shop. That means pawn shop is where you mortgage your valuable things. Maybe gold, silver, some costly things you mortgage in the shop. So that is a pawn shop. One day in his shop, his assistant Vincent Spaulding showed an advertisement in the newspaper that announced an opening in the Red-Headed League. The announcement promised a salary of £4 a week. Spaulding urged Wilson to apply. The timid, red-headed pawnbroker did so. Wilson was accepted into the league by Mr. Duncan Ross, the head of the league. So here it will be like a bit confusing because it is a detective story. You have to find out who's doing, who's committing this, and how they are planning, how the result comes out. So you would have watched many detective films, stories you would have heard, okay? So you just pay little attention to it and you will definitely understand. So here in this paragraph, as I read, Mr. Jabez says that he runs a pawn shop. So one day in his shop, he is an assistant, okay? His assistant is who? Vincent Spaulding shows an advertisement. See, there is a work. All the advertisements nowadays, you can find advertisements on the television or in your Android mobile phones and all. In those days, understand? So usually people stick on to the newspaper. So in the newspaper, they see the advertisement. What is the advertisement? So it is an advertisement of the Red-Headed League. That means the fellows who have their hair colors are red, understand? We find some persons, understand? Like Ross, Duncan Ross and Jabez Wilson, their head colors are in red. So all these fellows they have joined together and they are starting a league. So in this league is a what? It is a group. Understand? Nowadays, in our generation, we see all the ladies together, they have a government clue, they have a league, understand? It is a group where they can do some work of like tailoring or something like that, and they can help other ladies to do or to earn money when they are poor, where they are not much educated, to go and work. Understand? Like that, where we can say it is a group, here we use the word league. Understand? Group and league are the same. So we find here, so they are going to start a Red-Headed League. In this, they are announcing, or they have announced for, they will promise them, they will pay £4 a week. Understand? In India, we say it is rupee. Understand? Rupees. Understand? Okay. Now, in America, they say, what do they say? They say dollars, they say. Understand? Singapore dollars. America, dollar. Understand? But here in UK, like Britain, okay, like London, England, all these places, United Kingdom, they use the currency as pounds, understand? So for a week, how much will be paid? £4 will be paid. So now, Vincent Spaulding urged Wilson. So he forced Wilson to apply. Men, you apply, men, you are going to get £4 a week. So this timid red-headed head pawnbroker. So this person, what he did, this Jabez, okay, Wilson, what he did is he applied. Jabez Wilson is a shopkeeper, I said, no? Pawn shopkeeper. His hair is in red in color. So what he did is he did that. Okay, I will apply it. So now Wilson accepted the league by who? Duncan Ross. Understand? Because he was the head of the league. He learnt that nominal duties consisted only of his coming to the office from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. each day and copying out the Encyclopedia Britannica in longhand. This he did for 8 weeks until one day he arrived at the office to find it closed with a notice on the door that the Red-Headed League had been dissolved. He was so disturbed by the thought that someone had been planning a practical joke on him that he came to Holmes for a solution. Holmes promises to look into the case and Wilson leaves Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson moved to Wilson's shop in Saxe-Coburg Square at once. So here we see, so what is the advertisement is and what is the duty time is. From morning 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock you can work. What is the duty of, what is the job, how is the duty, what kind of work it is to copy. You have to handwrite, okay, in all the encyclopedia, whatever is there, Encyclopedia Britannica. So you would have seen the encyclopedia, how thick it is, understand, okay, it is a bigger book, understand. So in that what is there, you have to copy that with your own handwritten. You should write them, not printing or typing or not like that. You have to write them, that is the work. Then we find after some days what happened is one day he's been coming for work and he's just going home. So after 8 days, 8 weeks, this has been carried over, and after that one day he arrived to the office and there he finds what? The door of the company is closed. The door of the office is closed. So Red-Headed League, they have dissolved and they have gone away. But he sees that and he thinks, my goodness, someone is playing the joke, some practical joke they are doing and they are creating some nuisance or the other. And he just, what he did, he came to Holmes, that is Sherlock Holmes, for solution. So Sherlock Holmes, what he promises is, I will look into this case and Mr. Wilson, and he will leave now. Okay, I will just deal with this. You can just go. So now Wilson and Sherlock Holmes are, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson are very close friends. So what they do is, they just deal with this matter. So where is this place? It is near Jabez Wilson's shop, where he has a pawn shop, no? There it is, and that place name is Saxe-Coburg Square. Understand? So here we find the general idea of the story. Understand? So now the story begins. Let's read this play, extract to know the happening. What is going to happen, we will see now. How this is going to be happen, who is going to deal and who is found, and how what and all detective things they find to loot all the things or to take everything, we will see scene by scene. So in this supplementary, you have 3 scenes. So I will read out now. Outside Jabez Wilson's shop is Saxe-Coburg square. Sherlock Holmes is walking up and down. Now and then he hits the ground outside the shop with his walking stick. Then he knocks on the door of the shop. Vincent Spaulding opens the shop door. The legs of his trousers are dirty. So now we find here is outside Jabez Wilson's shop, outside the shop, Saxe Coburg Square, in that place, Sherlock Holmes is walking. Sherlock Holmes is a famous detective, as I said. What he is doing is, he has a walking stick in his hand. So what he does is, he just walks up and down with his stick. Just what he is doing, he is just tapping the floor, knocking the floor and knocking the door of the shop. Understand? So now he meets Vincent Spaulding, opens the door of the shop, and this Sherlock Holmes, he finds Vincent Spaulding's trousers are dirty. Trousers means it is in Britain or in London, in UK, in British words it is called pants. We say pants, no? So they use this word as trouser. So he sees Vincent Spaulding opens the shop door. How is his pants are dirty, full of mud. Understand? Dirty. So, as I said, Sherlock Holmes is what? Famous detective. He wants to find out what is happening. He is very good in a sense. Like you would have seen some dogs, understand? The policemen will have dogs. It will have a very good sense. It can sniff the person who's the robber. Like this detective is very famous, and he just saw his trousers dirty, filled with mud, dirt. So he just comes to a conclusion, something he is doing. So I just want to find out what is he doing. So now this is the first scene I will read. It is a conversation of Vincent Spaulding, Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson. Okay, we will read this. What are these characters are just discussing and what they are trying to find out. Spaulding, that means who? Vincent Spaulding. So he asks a question, can I help you? He is asking Sherlock Holmes. So what he is saying? Yes, I can get you to the Stud. Okay, you can get me a help. Okay, I will help you. I want to go to the Stud. Stud means what? It is nothing but seashore. You would have seen Marina Beach and all other beaches and all. Seashore you would have seen. So this is a seashore or it is a beach. Now Vincent Spaulding says, third, so he says the address. So someone comes and asks you, hey, come on, tell me this address, man. So what do you say? Hey, you just go straight, man, take a right, and then you go left. There you find a shop. You just go and ask the people next to that shop, you find that place. You just direct them like this. Take a right turn, take a left turn, like that, understand? So here also we find the Sherlock Holmes, what he says is, yes, I can get you to the start. So he says, okay man, I will show you I will direct you how to go to the beach. So Vincent Spaulding says, okay, how you should go is, take a third onto your right, third cut onto your right, fourth onto your left. He goes back into the shop and closes the shop. So now Vincent Spaulding, what he does, he gives him the address to Sherlock Holmes, and what he does, he goes and closes the shop. Understand? pawn shop, he closes. Understand? So he closes that. So now Sherlock Holmes, what he does, he's a detective, as I said. Now what he says this information to the Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes are very close friends. They just have a doubt. They are detectives. So here there is a little conversation. So he says here, he's clever young man, Watson. So here Watson says, hey Sherlock, you know, he's very clever. Now Watson says, is he? Why did you ask about the stud? You know London very well. You wanted to see him? So he says, Watson says, what? You, Sherlock Holmes, you know very well about London. Now, why did you ask that address? Oh, you were wanting to know him. Eh? That's why you asked him. Yes, yes. So they had a conversation. Now, Sherlock Holmes, says, did you notice his trousers? Now, Sherlock Holmes says, hey, Watson, Dr. Watson, did you see his trousers? Did you see Vincent Spaulding's trousers? A lot of dirt, man. Something he is doing. His trousers were dirty. So now he says, Watson says, his trousers? No. But I saw you hit the ground with your stick. So Dr. Watson, he's a doctor, he's a very busy man. So he says, my goodness, his trousers, I didn't see him, but I saw you, Sherlock Holmes. I saw you had a stick in your hand and banging on the floor and on the door of the shop. That's what I saw. I didn't see about his trousers. So now Sherlock Holmes says, my dear Watson, this is not the time for discussion. I must go and look at the road behind Saxe-Coburg Square. Did you had to go to work? Now Sherlock Holmes says, my dear Watson, you are very busy man. You want to go to the hospital and you want to go to the work. Okay, this is not the time for us to discuss all that. Okay, come on, we'll go. And they just went behind the road of Saxe-Coburg Square. So now what Dr. Watson says? So he just says, okay man, I'll go to the hospital. Yes, to the hospital. Now Sherlock Holmes, right, but I want you to help tonight. Come at 10 o'clock. So Sherlock Holmes says, my dear friend, Dr. Watson, after all your hospital work, after your work, understand, you come to my place and help me man tonight around 10 o'clock. I need your help. Can you just come to my place? I want to discuss something with you. So with this, first scene gets closed. That is over. Now starting with the second scene. So here we find the strong room at a bank with many boxes and crates in it. Sherlock Holmes, Watson, Jones and policemen are on stage hiding behind some boxes. Now in this second scene, it is a atmosphere or it is a place where 4 persons are together. Who are those 4 persons? Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, Mr. Jones and policeman. So all these 4 persons, where are they? They are behind some small boxes or they are hiding themselves behind the stage, understand, of some boxes. How are the boxes are? Those boxes are, I can say, those boxes are like this. It has like this wooden things, understand? You have those things, understand? In between there is gap, understand? Through this gap at the back of the stage, they are all hiding through this gap, they are observing what is going to happen, how this fellow is going to rob. What is he going to do? As I said, strong room means in the bank, this is the main place where they store the money. Understand? Valuable jewels, gold, everything, maybe this doctor, house, land, papers and all, they keep in a safe, they safeguard in a locker. So this strong room where they keep all the valuable items in that room. Understand? So in this they have many boxes. Understand? So who are the four persons I said? Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, Jones, policeman. All these people, what they are going to see and what they are going to do and how they are going to find out the thief, we will see in second scene. Sherlock Holmes. Is everything ready upstairs, Mr. Jones? So now Sherlock Holmes is asking Mr. Jones. Understand, these two are detectives. Mr. Jones is from Scotland Yard. Understand, he is from that place, from Scotland. So now he is asking, Sherlock Holmes is asking, what man? We are going to do some detective things. Are you ready with that? Is the upstairs ready? Now Jones says, my men are waiting at the front door of the bank and near the shop. So he says, I have some, the detectives always, they have some people, you know. Understand? So what he says, for investigation, somehow or the other, they will have some group of people. Understand? So he says, my men are waiting at the front door of the bank and some are near it. Understand? So Sherlock Holmes says, good. Now we must be quiet and wait. So we shouldn't make noise. Be very quiet. Observe who's doing. Usually you see the policemen, they'll be somewhere or the other, they will hide themselves and they will find out. Understand? That's what is happening here. Be quiet, wait, no noise, silence. Shh. Understand? So he puts out the light. So he turns out the light. The room is dark. That upstairs room, the room is dark. No, but we can see the men standing behind the crates. So we can see some people standing behind the crates. Nothing happens. Watson looks at his watch. Watson, what is he doing? He's just seeing the time. He had come to his home around 10 o'clock. Understand? After that they have discussed and what they are doing, they are wanting to find out. So Dr. Watson says, whispering, very slow voice, pss, 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 like that, very silently, what is he saying? Sherlock Holmes, it is 11:15 now. Now Sherlock Holmes says, shh, don't spoil her investigation. Be silent. Don't spoil what we are going to find out. We are going to find out the secrets. Shh, don't make noise. They see a light coming through the stone floor. Suddenly the stones give way. First a hand with a gun comes out of the ground. Then another hand, Vincent Spaulding, comes out, followed by Duncan Ross. So here we see, so silently they are observing. So as I said, from the ground, from underneath, you can see the stone floor just made a way. Understand? And suddenly the stone gave way and slowly the stones raised up. Understand? So suddenly one fellow is coming out with a gun in his hand, just showing up, and he comes out from the basement, from underneath the floor, from underneath the ground, opened, and he just comes out with his gun. Next, another hand comes out. Now who comes out with a gun? Vincent Spaulding comes out, followed by another person. Who's the other person? Duncan Ross. Understand? So these two fellows are coming from underneath of the ground. Somehow they made some way and they have come out. We will see how they made the way and how they came out of the ground. We will see that now. Now Vincent Spaulding to Ross, he says, now have you got? With his light, Sherlock Holmes comes out from behind the box and hits Spaulding's arm. Now the gun is on the ground. Ross quickly gets back into the tunnel. Jones wants to stop him, but he can't. Now who are the other detectives? They are all observing how he is coming out. Understand? So he just came and just banged on this hand. He just, on his Vincent Spaulding's arm, he just gave a hit and the gun fell on the ground. When it fell down, Duncan Ross, what he did, quickly gets back into the tunnel. How, as I said, no, he came from the ground with his hand reaching on to the upper level of the ground. How he came? Through the tunnel they came. And what he did? Duncan Ross, he's another thief. What he did? Immediately, he again went into the tunnel. Understand? Jones wants to stop him. Jones is another detective, I said, no. So he was trying to hold him, but he could not. He just escaped and went back into the tunnel and he couldn't hold him. Now Sherlock Holmes, what he's saying is, you can't get away, John Clay. So he says, hey, John Clay, you cannot get away. Vincent Spaulding's another name is John Clay. My goodness, you're running from me here. Man, I will catch you, man. He just gives him a warning. Vincent Spaulding, he says, no, but Ross, my friend, no, you cannot hold him. He just escaped. Now Sherlock Holmes says, there are 3 men waiting for him at the other end. So Sherlock Holmes says, there are other 3 men are standing there. Even though he goes through the tunnel, they will catch him at the other end. Somehow or the other, he will be caught. Now Vincent Spaulding says, you think of everything, Mr. Holmes, you are very clever. So Vincent Spaulding says, you are very clever, huh? No, we'll see how. So he says, Sherlock Holmes says, you are very clever, huh? I will see how you are clever. So Sherlock Holmes says, so you are John Clay, your red-headed league was clever. You think you red-headed clever fellows you all are? I will see, man, how you are clever. So with this conversation among the 4, the second scene gets over. Next, we see the third scene. This is very interesting. You just see how they are going to find out and what will be the conclusion. Sherlock Holmes study. Study means what? He's just doing an investigation. He just want to find out because he is a detective, famous detective. Sherlock Holmes and Watson are sitting on chairs. Sherlock Holmes and Watson, Dr. Watson are friends, I said, no? They both are sitting on a chair. Now Sherlock Holmes has a conversation. What is he saying? What is his main idea? There was never any red-headed leak. The villains wanted Jabez Wilson away from the shop for some hours every day. Then Clay saw the color of Duncan Ross' hair and thought of a red-headed leak. So Jabez Wilson went to work in their office every day. They had time to make their tunnel very clever. So here we find what the Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective, with this first scene and the second scene, what he has a main idea is, There was never any red-headed league. Red-headed league was not there. They were all the villains, understand? They were wanting Jabez Wilson. Jabez Wilson was a pawn shopper, understand? They were wanting him to go away from the shop. Understand, children? In the pawn shop, what do you mortgage, as I said? Gold, some things and all. You mortgage in the bank. Understand? So, they wanting this fellow to go out of the shop every day for some hours. Why some hours? You just think now. Then John Clay saw the colors of Ross' hair and thought of a red-headed league. As I said, Wilson and Ross, their hair color was red. So he thought they are a red-headed league, group of red-headed people group. So when Wilson went to work, when Jabez, pawn shopkeeper, went to work, when he went to work in the office around 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. about this encyclopedia work and all like that we saw in the first page. When he went to work, there slowly what these fellows did, they dug a tunnel. Tunnel, you would have seen in pictures, film, movies and all that, how a mountain, okay, how it is carved. They have taken out everything, and for many kilometers the vehicles can just go into that and reach the other place. So here we see the tunnel, how these people, what they did from this place to another place, inside, under the basement, they dug a tunnel on all these days, understand? And they were wanting to take out all the things from the bank, understand? So they were very clever and they have been doing this. Now we see Dr. Watson, what he says is, so Vincent Spaulding is John Clay. Vincent Spaulding and John Clay are the same person. The notorious thief. What? Very well known thief they are. Why did you first think that? Now Sherlock Holmes says, I suspected when Spaulding was happy to work for half wages. Why? I thought. Vincent Spaulding often went to the cellar. What's he doing down there? I thought. Tunnels. Is Spaulding making a tunnel? I thought. To another building, Dr. Watson said. You saw me hitting the ground with my stick outside the shop. So here we see Sherlock Holmes says to Dr. Watson, what? I just suspect about Vincent Spaulding. Understand? I just suspect why for half wages. Understand? For very little amount, why did he go for a work? I just had a doubt. I just suspected that something is fishy, something is wrong, something is going to happen. I just had this in my mind. So Vincent Spaulding often went down to the cellar. So Vincent Spaulding, what he did is, always he went down to the basement of his place. Understand? Why did he go to the basement? Basement means you would have known. Understand, for an apartment, if you are staying in an apartment, or you would have seen apartment, there what do they, first floor all the people will say, and in the basement they have a car parking place and all. So that is fixed to the ground, understand? So under this basement, below the basement, what up and down, this Vincent Spaulding went down. Why did he go? Because he was doing some kind of a tricky job there. So I just had a doubt. So what What's he doing down there? What he was doing there? I thought he was digging a what? Tunnel. Is Vincent Spaulding making a tunnel? I thought. To another building, from this building to another building, he is making a tunnel. So what Dr. Watson is saying is, Dr. Watson, you saw me hitting the ground with my stick outside the shop. So Sherlock Holmes, what he had? He had a what? Stick in his hand and he was tapping the floor. I said, no. So these detectives are very smart people. So what he did, as he was tapping, he was just wanting to know if it is a hollow or something below the basement, means you can hear another sound, different sound you will come to know. So with that intention and with that thing in my mind, I was wanting to figure out. So now Dr. Watson says, yes, now I understand. You wanted to know if the cellar was in front of the shop. Yes. So he says, Dr. Watson is saying, yes, when you were tapping, I just had a doubt. Okay, now you were wanting to know the cellar is in front, the basement is in front of the shop, or is it at the back of the shop? You were wanting to figure out. So Sherlock Holmes says, yes, I did. And it wasn't. The cellar was behind the shop. I saw the man Spaulding. I recognized him immediately. Did you notice his trousers? They were dirty, Watson. Why? Because making a tunnel is dirty work. So now Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they just have a conversation. Yes, the cellar is not in front, it is behind. Okay, the basement is behind. But I saw that man, Vincent Spaulding. I just recognized him now. Why his trousers were dirty? That means what? Watson, what was wrong? Oh, that means what? He was digging a tunnel. Understand? He was digging a tunnel. That's why his pants were dirty. Now we see Dr. Watson, very clever. Sherlock Holmes, you are very brilliant man you are. See how you found out. Sherlock Holmes says, then I went to the next street at the back of the shop and what did I see is the bank. So Sherlock Holmes says to Watson, I went to the next street at the back of the shop and I found what? Bank. Bank means you know now what will be in the bank. Lot of money, jewel, some documents, everything will be there. See how this Vincent Spaulding, he was wanting to rob from there. Understand? That's why he was just digging all these days and he was making a tunnel from this building to a bank. Now Watson says, the bank? Of course, yes. Sherlock Holmes, why is that young man making a tunnel? I thought to get into the bank's strong room. Of course. Why he was digging? Why Vincent Spaulding was digging the tunnel? Oh, now I get to know. He was digging why? He was wanting to go from this place to the bank, to that secret room, to the strong room, to take all the things where they will protect all the valuable items in this room. So his master plan was to reach that bank and to go to the strong room and take out the money from there. Now, Dr. Watson says, but why tonight? How did you know? Why tonight he was wanting to do how come you came to know this? So Sherlock Holmes says, because they closed the offices of the Red-Headed League. The offices of the Red-Headed Leagues are closed. It is closed. The tunnel must be ready. Oh, I think the tunnel is ready. Now all these fellows escaped from that office and their intention is to rob. That's why they closed it. Now, and Saturday is a good day. Bank does not open on Sundays. So Saturday it is a week off. Understand? Saturday, Sunday. Saturday bank is closed. Sunday no one will come to work. So 2 days, it is a long gap for this Vincent Spaulding to what? Get all the things from the bank. So 2 days he must have planned, and with his gang, with his people, he was wanting to do it. So Dr. Watson says, laughing to himself, but he says, but they did not get away. Sherlock Holmes, you are very clever. So I couldn't get them. Okay? I couldn't get those people. He says, laughing to himself, but they didn't get away. Sherlock Holmes, you are very clever. Sherlock Holmes says in a serious tone, that's very true, Watson. Okay, now somehow or the other, these people, what they did? They did not get away from there. Understand? Why? Sherlock Holmes was very famous detective and he was very clever. This cleverness made and it brought us success. Understand? So, those fellows, they could not get anything because of his cleverness. He was a detective, famous detective. So, what Sherlock Holmes finally says is, in a serious tone, he says, that's very true, Watson. Okay, that is true what you said. So, with your cleverness, you have done this. I hope you understood this supplementary. As you read, you will know the whole story. Just read again and again, you will understand. So, here I want to point out the meanings. All these meanings I have said or I have read in the lesson. Okay, strong room means a room or a bank, it is protected of valuable items are stored. Crates, I had given this wooden box where temporarily what you can do, you can just store things and you can transport, you can fill some things in it and you can do the transportation. For an example, you can say, nowadays you get plastic things, okay. Previously, wooden boxes you used to, people used to store tomatoes, okay. When you empty that box, you will find reapers, understand, 4 sides, okay, row by row, where you can see through, where the air also can enter. So, through that they were seeing. So, investigation means, you know, a systematic examination, how slowly, step by step, you apply plans and you do it. Tunnel, as I said, it is an artificial underground passage. You just, you cannot take a car or something and go, understand? That tunnel is different. Here we find in this tunnel, person can crawl or something, one person can go from one building to another building. So next, cellular means lower basement. See, now I am standing now underneath this place. Under this, if you under this is a basement, understand? Okay. Or in an apartment you can say where they park all the cars, it is called a basement, understand? Underneath that you will find ground, understand? So like this, many more are there, understand? You read the lesson and you will come to know the whole story, understand? So with this I want to conclude the supplementary for you today. Thank you, children.